let's go over the beginning here so we're all on the same page. Right? Number one, what's the first? And you can take a look at the screen here. I'm using the whiteboard. What's the order of the sharps of a key signature with two sharps? What's the first sharp in a key signature? Always. F sharp. F sharp. Right. The next one is C sharp. Okay. So there's two blanks. You should be writing F sharp and C sharp. You can see this, okay, by taking a look at the key signature for D major. Okay. It has two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. Okay. And every key signature that you will see that has sharps in it will always go in the same order, and it will always start with F sharp and C sharp. Okay. You can have up to 7. I'll tell you the pattern later, but at the moment we're just doing 2. Okay. Next, if C sharp is the last sharp in the key signature, the major key name would be what? D. Why D? Yeah, hold on, Crystal. Yeah, you almost got it. Can you explain it again?
The half step from the last sharp.
From the last sharp. Okay. So if the two sharps is F sharp and C sharp's the last sharp. Okay. One way to figure out what key this belongs to is go 1/2 step up from C sharp, which is D. Okay. 3. Name the following major key signatures. Again, this is on page 46, lesson 29. Name the following major key signatures. What major key has one sharp? Gary, what's the
G?
G. Excellent. G major. Right. Next, Erica, what's B?
B is D major.
D major. Okay. Next, I have 2 sharps in treble clef. Alex, what key is that? I'm on page 46, 3C. Do you know where we're at? What key is that? D. Why D? From which sharp? Which is?
C.
Sharp. Excellent. Right. And D finally, Daquan, what key is that? G. Right. Number 4, write the following major key signatures. Okay, so I'm going to erase this a bit. Okay. When you're writing the key signatures, okay, it's important that you're writing them as if they're next to a note. Okay, so that means the middle of the hashtag, the middle of this tic-tac-toe, has to line up with the note line or space that it's associated with. Right? So for example, you can take a look at the sample. All the exercise wants you to do is to copy this. Okay, copy exactly what you see. For example, in the first example, it's in bass clef, so I'm going to change it to bass clef. Okay, and I need D major. I know I need 2 sharps, and you can see a sample right above there. So the first sharp would be F sharp. So I'm going to write the sharp right on the F line, and it has to be this line. Okay, and it can't be any other F. Right? It has to be this one. Right. Next is C sharp. Okay, so this is the only way that a key signature for D major can look. Notice that, yes, there are lots of different Fs. Well, actually, there's just 2 that are on the staff. And there's 2 Cs, etc., etc. This is the one that we're going to use for all key signatures. Okay? That is to say, if you want to write 2 sharps, okay, it can't look like this. Okay, it can't look like this. Okay. So in here, I'm switching the order, and I'm having the C sharp first, and then having the F sharp on the bottom. Yes, that's a place for an F sharp, right? But we can't do that for a key signature. Same thing here. I'm starting with the F sharp here, but then I'm using a ledger line above to write a C for C sharp. Also can't do it. Okay, it has to look like this, right? So in a way, you're copying what you see on the page as well. Moving on to the flat keys. Okay, what's the order of the first 2 flats in a key signature? B flat and E flat. Right? So you answer for that opposite page. You have B flat and E flat. Again, when you're writing note names and sharp and flat names, please always write in the sharp or flat. And when you're writing it out in letter form, the sharp or flat goes to the right. So even though we write the notes differently, we're writing the letter names as they sound. B flat and E flat. Okay. Number two, if the B flat is the next to last flat in the key signature, the major key would be what? Okay. If B flat was the next to last key in the key signature, it would be B flat, right? So for flat key signatures, we're always looking at the next to last flat of the key, right? So then this would be B flat major. Okay. Number three, the following major key signatures. Okay. Number 3A, there's two flats. Julitza, what's the major key for two flats? What's the second to last flat in the two flats? B flat. Okay, so that'd be B flat major. Right. Next, we have one flat. Okay, so what key is that? Tammy, what key is one flat? No, B flat has two flats. Okay, so I'm looking at number 3B. Right, it has just one flat. Okay. So what's the key signature for having just one flat? F. Remember that this is from the top here under important. Okay. To figure out the name of a major key from the key signature in flats, remember that one flat is in the key of F. For two or more flats, you can take a look at the second to last one. If you only have one, there is no second to last. Okay, so you're just memorizing that if it's one flat, it's F. Finally, you have the next one, also one flat, so it's also F major. And the last one, also B flat. Okay. Log on to Blackboard for a second. Okay. And what I'd like you to do is go to Blackboard and head to Music Theory Exercises on the left. Okay. Music Theory Exercises. And then you're going to go scroll down. Okay. And head to key signatures. Right, and click on that. Yeah.
My keyboard, the screen went kind of dark.
So you can brighten it from over here.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Right, scroll all the way down. You're going to go to key signatures. Right? And I'd like you to take a look at this exercise and write out what the correct key signature is.